Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus December 4th, 2021. The recently started cosmic effluvium persists, in which your ruler Venus is placed in two wonderful sextiles with the Moon and Mars, which extends to different areas of your life. A proposition will initially confuse you. It can be loving or work, but if you do not get confused and analyze well all the advantages and disadvantages that may arise from it, you will see how you manage to make a wise and prudent decision. Due to the effluvium of the Moon combined with the transit of Venus and Jupiter, now in your element since Monday, you tend to be in a somewhat restless tone, thinking that that person you love is deceiving you or that he is not clear enough with you. Quiet. If you let suspicion and prejudice surround you, you could not enjoy life, and now there are no real reasons to feel that way, Taurus. Reward yourself for all the wonderful things that you have been doing for yourself and others. You deserve to be treated like a queen. Make sure you treat yourself like one. Many times you become so critical of the things you do that you end up punishing yourself unnecessarily. Treat yourself for being a good person instead of criticizing yourself for being bad. However, remember at all times that you are perfect just the way you are. Your health is your responsibility, and when you are unnecessarily uncomfortable, the imbalances that cause diseases arise. Do everything on time and you will not feel overwhelmed. Your health will be protected this time by the very serious Saturn. But beware, you tend to neglect your lifestyle. You will need to make an effort to eat properly, get regular sleep, and exercise. You will then be able to perform miracles. Today, you will feel a rush of energy. You will have the sensation of walking on hot coals. Don't even think about watching TV all day, because the coals will surely calcine you. Take care of something. Participate in activities that stimulate your mind and body. At the end of the day, you will enjoy the fruits of your effort. While everyone around you seems to be overflowing with energy, you will have a hard time keeping up with the pace and feel hopelessly lacking in spirit. You will only have one desire: stay at home to enjoy the day quietly. Unfortunately for you, the imperatives remain, and you will take it upon yourself to honor the commitments you had agreed upon for the day. Pluto coming out of the second house is responsible for this soothing state, and you will have to build your character to tear yourself away from its heavy hold. You will be involved in many businesses, so it is necessary to organize yourself and put everything in its place to avoid complications and worries. This final period of the year brings with it a job renewal and the possibility of starting some type of new job. A turning point could be reached in your career or your ambitions today. From the start of the day, prepare your ground, make your arrangements, and be appreciated for your efficiency in your work. Maybe you are taking it very seriously. What makes you think that you are free to make mistakes? Even though it is difficult for you to recognize that you are nothing but human, you must realize that you are drifting to a totally impossible level. Loosen up a bit. You will see that a little fun can have a positive impact on your work. On this day, you mustn't confuse money with love, because if you mix one thing with the other, the results would be counterproductive. That is, you are not going to be dazzled by the external and romantic when making an important decision in your economy. Delimit the fields well. No massive investments at this time, unless you are prepared to have a 1 in 2 chance of winning. Consult with competent people. It would be appropriate to tighten your belt. A close friend or lover will have money problems and will seek your advice. Some creative projects could require a significant investment of money, time, or other resources that you had originally thought about, and this will make you doubt whether you can continue. It will take a lot of effort on your part, but you will be able to complete it as you planned. It is the fate of men who force themselves to the limit that a day comes when nature explodes, wrote Monthalant in The Dead Queen. This quote should inspire you, because after many compromises you are at the end of your patience. You who have been dealing with each one for months, you who have held back all the bad thoughts that inhabited you, are just about to explode. You have to learn to say things on time and not to store up such anger. You will feel lighter. Perhaps due to the retrograde transit of Uranus through your sign, you have become somewhat nostalgic. If you were thinking that your love life was turning off, now you realize that it is not, because you are receiving a strong revitalizing touch in your inner world that puts you in an advantageous position when it comes to conquering a special person. You will have to form a united front with your partner to prevent the invasion by the family, some of its members tending to become embedded. Act with tact and diplomacy, but also with firmness, to preserve the privacy and happiness of your married life. Single, the love plan will be quite well influenced by Venus and Jupiter. But your behavior will be poor. Indeed, you will not know very well what you want, and this may reduce your chances. Today you will feel a sudden desire for a romantic meeting with your partner. However, for one reason or another, you may not be able to reunite with your Cupid. Maybe you've traveled, or maybe there's a communication problem. Don't start to think that all is lost. Eventually, you will hit rock bottom and make the necessary arrangements. However, don't expect it to happen tonight. Be patient. You claim to seek love and yet seem to do everything to avoid it, using all possible stratagems to escape the shackles of the couple. Neptune's turbulence deceives you in your expectations, and you delude yourself. Emotionally unstable, above all you need a little solitude, carefreeness, and levity. As such, meeting a fantastic Sagittarius could fill you with joy. You don't seem ready for true love, despite your protests. Your children, whether big or small, need to talk to you to free themselves. You must give them this moment and welcome them in your arms with kindness. Even if you do not have the strength, Mars will give you the courage you need. You will then better understand their expectations and their care. You will then be able to open the stuck doors for them. The atmosphere will be much more relaxed for those who have neither a spouse nor children. You should even have a dinner party at your house with a few friends. Intuitive, receptive to the extreme, you will also be particularly subjective. This may cause some problems with your family circle. You will lack perspective because you will judge everything about yourself. React. The stakes will be too high for you to let go.